People on Twitter will often post a picture of some random couple like Jason McRapper and Chloe McModel and say, "Name a better duo." Idiots! We can all agree that the greatest duo is actually the horror genre and the western genre. Films that fall under this genre mashup are few and far between, despite their inbuilt synergy.
What is happening?
The Wild West was a violent time, a brutal and dirty period of history where safety and security were hard to find. Location-wise, it writes itself. Vast open plains, the wilderness, spooky mineshafts, abandoned ghost towns. Today's feature is the 2008 film The Burrowers, a movie about weird-looking monsters that live under the ground, just like those people posting on Twitter. It is not the greatest film to utilise the Western horror hybrid, but it makes a great effort on a small budget. I just have to be very careful how I pronounce the title, what with my slurring, unintelligible voice. The Burrowers, the Burrowers, the Burrowers, the Burrowers, the Burrowers,
The brothers! The brothers! The brothers!
the Burrower, the Burrowers, the Burrowers.
It's about Marianne.
Marianne?
I've come to your home to talk to you about Marianne.
Marianne?
Marianne, I'd like to talk to you about Marianne.
Wait, what's it about?
It's about Marianne.
What do you want to talk about?
Marianne.
I'm sorry, I still don't know what you're on about.
Oh, good Jesus.
After this nervous man's ramblings about some woman, Margaret or something, the Burrowers jumps right in with a traditional Western opener. A homestead is under attack! The family scrambles in preparation to hide and fight. Is it bandits? Is it Native Americans? Well, based on the strange-ass claw that just appeared, I'm going to bet all my money on neither.
Ah! Yeah!
The next morning, the bloody aftermath is discovered. Many have been killed, but many are missing entirely. A posse is formed to find the missing people.
Marianne.
Yes, including Marianne. Fucking hell. The locals are joined by a military squad who take jurisdiction over the search. Led by their racist commander, they believe it was not monsters who committed these horrific crimes, but a tribe of Native Americans, who they incidentally treat as monsters anyway. Their journey takes them across a muted, sepia-splashed environment. A series of unfortunate encounters and unexplained occurrences slowly whittles their group down to a few members, who gradually unearth the truth. Given that the monsters spend most of their time lurking out of sight, much of the film's screen time falls on the human characters. Luckily for us, they are entertaining enough. Our hero, Fergus Coffey, is confined within a typical arc, but it works for the story. He is the young, inexperienced boy who goes from struggling with the sight of a corpse to a hardened bringer of wooden stake-based justice. We've got the previously mentioned racist military prick, played by Doug Hutchison, who also happens to be the privileged son of a notorious Southern general. The character, I mean, not the actor. As far as I know. I'm watching you, Doug. As the Burrowers are kept under wraps for a long time, this dickhead provides the film with enough conflict and villainy to tide us over until the monsters come out to play. He's the kind of guy who tenderly tends to his moustache, while his men savagely torture a man for pleasure. Imagine DiCaprio's character in Django Unchained, but wearing a uniform instead of those swanky suits. Fun blowfish fact: did you know that Doug Hutchison actually cut his hand for real whilst watching the dinner scene in Django Unchained? Another notable cast member is William Maypuffer, or as I will forever call him, that bastard Ethan from Lost.
Hello there.
Although, with the hairstylings on show here, he closer resembles that bastard Ron Jeremy. Well, that casting would lead to a very different Burrowers film. the biggest name in the cast is Clancy Brown. He's good, and has a great face for westerns, no offense, but he is sadly delegated to a small side character role. Give him more to do, you shits. Thematically, as you could probably catch from the earlier synopsis, The Burrowers is all about prejudiced values. The white men hate the Indians hate the white men. But maybe they're going to have to work together if they're going to stand any chance against the real enemy. The film lays it on thicker than Kim Kardashian's ass, but I don't mind. Obviously it is a good message, and it is completely believable and accurate for the time period. It's not like Bone Tomahawk. Bone Tomahawk don't give a fuck. Bone Tomahawk just gonna deploy a gang of Kurt Russells to obliterate your indigenous butthole. The Burrowers themselves make for interesting antagonists. While their appearance is slightly hindered by the low budget, as a concept, they score top marks from me. Every third generation, these beasts arrive to feast on buffalo meat. But what's this? Americans have come and wiped the buffalo off the face of the planet? Oh dear, now the Burrowers have been forced to alter their palates and chow down on some human snacks. But they don't just come in, cut you down and eat. No. Their attacks transfer a horrible poison to their victims, which leaves them paralyzed and also unable to sleep. Then they drag you out into fertile ground and bury you in a shallow grave. All you can do now is lie there, not sleeping, in pain, at most just able to twitch a finger or toe. Eventually you start to weaken, and rot, and decay. Once your blood is suitably thickened and your organs suitably softened, the Burrowers return and eat you alive. To put it in simpler terms, holy shit! These wretched creatures are mainly saved for the climactic battle, and it's good stuff, I just want more of it. With the cynical sting of the ending, and some room left for more story. I wouldn't mind a sequel. They could do it in the same way that Aliens complements Alien. We've done the slow mystery version of this monster. Now give us the cool action-orientated follow-up, please. Please. The Burrowers ends with a beautiful dark rendition of the lullaby, All the Pretty Little Horses. I would say it's only fitting that this review should end the very same way.
Hush.